Hey guys, welcome to the Reaper blog Patron show. This is an idea that I had for a while. I just want to kind of do something a little bit extra special for the patrons. So this is just going to be a show where I recommend some things or just talk about some things that are on my mind. As you can hear, I'm kind of sick at the moment. Got a sore throat and my voice is all messed up. So I've got a cough drop and lots of water, and so this is going to be kind of informal, but this is only going to be for the patrons. It's going to be unlisted on YouTube. It will have no ads, and I won't try to sell you anything in this. This is just something like tips and things that I've enjoyed or been entertained by in the past month or so. I don't know how often I'm going to do this. But I'm going to try to do it at least once a month. I think once a week would be really cool, but I can't commit to anything at this time. For now, let's just get through episode 1. All right, so the first thing on my list is that I bought a new iPad, iPad Air, and I absolutely love it. It's my first iPad. This one is super light. It has a very small bezel around the edges, and it is very powerful. It feels very fast. And the previous iPads I've used have not really felt right. They have a big bezel around the sides. They just feel really slow and weak, like an underpowered phone or something like that. So the iPad Air, the newest one, 2019, couldn't afford it. I shouldn't have bought it, but I don't regret it. It's it's a great piece of hardware. So with that, I'm using TouchOSC, and I'll probably do some videos on TouchOSC, and also Reaper WRB2, of course. We're just about to launch another update for that, which makes it work better on that iPad. Plus, anyone with the old iPads 2 and 3, they weren't able to use it at all. The CSS function that we used didn't exist. Michael did some magic and found another way, which works perfectly for those really old iPads. So I was surprised. He went from saying, "No, this is impossible. It's not going to work," to like 24 hours later having a fix for it. So I love when that happens in programming. Why does that happen so often? So yeah, so if you have like $700 of disposable income that you want to have for, a fun toy, iPad Air, highly recommend that. So the next thing I want to show you is a browser extension called Leechblock. I've got it on Firefox. What it does is block certain websites at certain times of the day, just to keep you productive. And for me, it's really helped. I have a really hard time, doing that cycle of checking Facebook, checking Twitter, checking Reddit, checking the Reaper forum, going around in a circle and never getting anything done. And so this just blocks that website for me. YouTube's another big time waster for me. I don't have Leechblock on my iPad or my phone, so I find ways around it to procrastinate and stuff. But on my desktop, it works really well. Most of my day is spent here, so it's helpful. So if I go to a link, I'll get this page instead of the video I was trying to watch. And here is the rule: shouldn't you be working? That's what I called it. So, and I've got my stuff set up so that from 9:30 to 3:30, Leechblock stops me from going to certain websites. So here's what this block set looks like. I'm only using one block set for now, but Amazon, eBay, Facebook, the Reaper forum, just stuff that like is distracting, not productive, when I'm supposed to be making videos and things like that. So I've got the times and different days that I can block these things, and actually different weeks I end up opening up a full day. And sometimes like I'm uploading a video and it's going to take longer than 15 minutes. So I unblock it for the full day so I don't have to keep watching it. Oh yeah, if I want to override something, I can click on the corner or right click on here, Leechblock, and click on override. and that will unblock it for 15 minutes. I think that's a really helpful thing to have. I think I got this tip from Robert Randolph, Admiral Bumblebee. Yeah, so check that out. So here's the next thing I want to show you, which is called Marble Conveyor Belt. So you may have seen this guy, Wintergaten, on YouTube before. He had this wooden mechanical thing with a bunch of marbles that would play a song. And he'd crank this thing and, plays bass and keys and all sorts of things. And so this is his new machine, which took him like 78 episodes, a year or two maybe to make. I haven't watched all of the videos, just I saw that this one was on the completed machine, and it's really cool. Really cool mechanical sounds. Okay, and it'll jump ahead. Hopefully it won't get... I think he's doing an awesome job making cool things. So, yeah. So check that video out. Link below this post in Patreon. Next, the Reaper 6 theme is now in alpha. You can download it and try it out. You need the Reaper developer version. It's in the pre-release forum. Where is it? Reaper 6 default theme alpha. Really cool stuff in here. Not everyone's going to like it. There's some bugs with it. There's some things that we wish we could change, but we can't. We as the community, not we as like developers or anything. White Tie is the theme maker, and he has the tough challenge of making something that is easy to use for a new person, not drastically different for existing users, adding in new features without breaking existing habits. This is the first time a script controls a theme for different things like showing and hiding. And you can, like, if the mixer is visible, you can hide all the track controls if you wanted. If the track is selected, you can show more functions and always hide certain things. There's 3 different layouts. In the mixer, there are different borders around folders and things like that. So lots of cool new things, but not everyone likes this. And so there's a thread here. It's already on 7 pages. I think it's pretty good. I actually got to try it out for, I think, since August. White Tie invited me into a private Slack to help test this and get it ready for public. And I found a ton of bugs back then. And yeah, and we had some good conversations about the design and why things are a certain way, and what things can be changed and which things can't be. But yeah, overall, I think it's a really cool thing. So so yeah, check that out. That's kind of the first sort of preview of Reaper 6 that we've seen. This needs the developer version, which is on the Land Elite site. And yeah, so like everything is here in this thread. The next thing, another video from Underoath. They're a rock band. I think if you pre-ordered the album, you got this, and then like a year later, this video came out for the public. But it's just a really cool documentary on the making of this album. The decisions behind different things in the album, how they collaborated. I just love seeing any sort of in the studio type video, and this one doesn't have a lot of filler. So yeah, worth a watch.
Fire! Yeah, that's awesome! Fire!
So good. Yeah, lots of interviews, lots of insight into how the album came to be the way it is and why. And yeah, I enjoy the album, even though it's a lot different than their previous albums. I really like that one, and it's one of the few albums I actually downloaded to my phone and would listen to all the time. And this is the last thing. I've got 2 videos coming up in May that will be sponsored by Skillshare. They're actually paying me some money to support what I do, and I just need to refer some people back to them, which is super cool. It's the first time that a company has wanted to sponsor me with actually giving me money. There's lots of times people will offer me products, sometimes physical, rarely. I think I got 2 last year that were physical things for me to review, and most of the other times it's software, and I don't know. I feel like I've got enough software. Cool sponsorship deal. I'm excited about that. I don't know what videos I'm putting those ad spots on, but yeah, exciting to work with a company like that now. So that's it for the first patron show. Hope you've enjoyed this, found something useful for it. If you have any other ideas on what I can do to give some extra stuff for patrons, please let me know. I want to make this a special place for my top fans, so give me some ideas. All right. Thank you so much. See you later.